So we're all familiar with the ingredients labels on food items that we have on our shelves and our fridges every day. And they've often been described as a good metaphor for software bills of materials, which is what is now trendy to ship with your software. So let's have a look at what software supply chain looks like in terms of comparing it to a food supply chain. So what's your software made up of, right? You've got custom code that's written by your developers in-house. You've got third-party code that you're pulling in and open source, right? But then also you have to package all this up and distribute it to your customers in something that is suitable for shipping. So it could be an MSI, it could be an app, it could be a container. And that helps you to get your software to your customers through the supply chain so they can consume it. And then there's, of course, how you ensure the integrity of that, right? So you need to package it up. You need to have your equivalent of the ingredients label. So you need to do encryption. You need to do signing, code signing. And you need to do SBOMs. What the goal is here is that you're ensuring that what software you've produced and packaged up here is free from malware, vulnerabilities, and that is not going to make any of your customers sick or send them to the hospital. And then we're talking about how you distribute that, right? So how do you do that? You can put it up into the cloud, you can ship it to an app store, have your customers download it, or maybe you're putting it onto an IoT device that's out in the field. That's where your software gets distributed, but the label isn't the be-all and end-all of the thing, right? You need to ensure that what you've built and packaged is of great quality and that is not going to cause any problems for you or for your customers later on in the supply chain. So let's analyze that software. So we're going to do a scan, and as you're coming through this, you might be detecting vulnerabilities, you might be detecting pieces of malware that has been pulled in from some of those open source libraries. You might be detecting tampering that happened at the packaging or the build process, or that there's issues with the signing of the different dependencies that the software is made up of. And that can help you to understand that there's some bad ingredients that are composing of your software. And that could be your custom code, it could be coming from open source. But you're trying to detect what that is, or understand if there's something later that happened in the build process that had made this whole thing not suitable for shipping. So you're looking at things like the code integrity, you're looking at the build integrity, and you're looking at the distribution integrity of your product. And so this whole supply chain can be very complex, but what DigiCert can offer you as a trusted partner and solution provider is the ability to simplify this process, to be able to do binary decomposition of your software, to ensure that best practices are integrated into your CI/CD, are fully automatable, whether that's code signing, the production of SBOMs as part of that process, and the detection of malware and vulnerabilities in your software. Because no point in just identifying in your ingredients label that there is a problem and then ignoring it. This needs to be actionable. So you need to be able to tie that back to here to be able to get your developers to remove this risk, right? And what that's going to do then is to enhance the quality of your software, to bring integrity to the whole supply chain process, and then allow you to ship better software to your customers. All right. It's not Guinness, but it'll do.